Let's get started. Any questions before we get started? All right, here we go. Are we rolling? All right. Here we go with the 7 o'clock academic challenge for March 1st, 2016 between Berrien Springs and Lakeshore. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the Academic Challenge on WSJM. I'm Ray Gustafson, your host and moderator. Today we're featuring teams from Berrien Springs and Lakeshore. WSJM's Academic Challenge features scholastic competition involving high schools from around Southwest Michigan. Academic Challenge sponsored by Berrien Springs Public Schools, Lake Michigan College, Lakeshore Public Schools, and the Cook Nuclear Plant. Let's meet the teams. We'll start with Berrien Springs. Joe, tell us what grade you're in.
Who you are this time.
Yeah, Joseph changes his name frequently. So, and tell me how many names you've used so far during the Academic Challenge.
Well, I'm Joseph Johnson. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yes.
Or are you?
Are you? Yes.
I'm a senior, considering this might be my last game.
You never know.
And what else did you ask me? I'm sorry, I wasn't.
How many different names have you used?
He's been in all
2.
4 grades.
But I've been in all grades. I'm sorry, I don't mean to break the magic for the viewer.
The viewers on YouTube.
Have you been a 5th-year senior yet?
No, I hope.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll accomplish
All
that
right,
one in
Going
real
for
life.
6.
Let's move on. All right. Go ahead.
I am Brady West. I'm a junior,
Good.
and I've used exactly one name.
I am Callie Staub. I am also a junior, and I've also used one name.
Good.
Matthew Reeves, I'm a senior.
Just
name.
one.
One day.
All right, let's move over to Lakeshore. Welcome,
Hello, Austin Seuss, senior. Sometimes I go by just Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. I like it.
I'm Zane. I'm a senior, and depending on what country you are, depends on what name you're going to use.
There you go. Good answer.
What?
My name is Max Logan. I'm a freshman, and I go by one name,
What is that name, Max?
Max.
Mad Max.
Fury Road.
I am Ryan Winsloff. I am a freshman, and I go by Winsloff normally.
Fantastic. Well, welcome to the Academic Challenge, teams. I got a few basic rules. During the first and second halves, we'll announce the value of each question before it's asked. When you press your button, wait for me to recognize you before you answer. No consultation allowed except during the 60-second round and halftime. Again, my name's Ray Gustafson, your scorekeeper and judge, and Bill Klein is back after taking a few weeks off. And Bill, you've been in a play, I understand.
Yes.
Tell me what the name of the play is, and
Yes.
a quick shameless plug.
A shameless plug.
Yep.
The play is Laughing Stock at Twin City Players. It's a very funny comedy about a theater company putting on their summer stock of Hamlet, Dracula, and Charlie's Aunt. And not everything goes right. Lots of things go wrong. We have flying bats, flying beds, all kinds of things.
And quick, how can we get tickets?
429-0400, or you can go online, twincityplayers.org, and do it online. We have 2 weeks left, 2 weekends left, next weekend and the weekend following. And it's funny, and you will enjoy it.
And what's the phone number?
The phone number is 429-0400.
There we go.
429-0400. And I go by 2 names.
Do you?
Yeah, William and Bill.
William and Bill.
And
Say Bill
sometimes
Klein.
awesome, but whatever.
All right. Bill, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Teams, you ready to go?
Yes.
All right, let's begin the academic challenge.
For 5 points, hyperbola is a curve formed by the section of a cone cut out of a plane. What is a hyperbole?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
An exaggeration.
That is correct.
5 points.
5 points. Multiple choice question for 10 points. Second only to Constantinople as a trade and cultural center in the 800s, it was almost destroyed by the Mongols in 1258. Am I referring to Baghdad, Damascus, Antioch, or Mecca?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Baghdad.
It's correct.
10
For
points.
10 points.
Yeah.
For 15 points, what James Michener novel begins in the village of Bokowa in the Vistula River?
I like your accent. Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Bridge over the River Kwai.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, I'll give you 5 seconds.
It's Poland.
Poland.
Bokowa. For 5 points, the Texas Longhorn was not developed by man, but evolved from domesticated cattle brought to Santo Domingo by a famous explorer in
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Christopher Columbus.
That is correct for 5 points.
History Channel.
For 15 points, what two elements besides mercury and uranium have names similar to the names of planets?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Neptunium and plutonium.
That is correct for 15 points.
15.
For 20 points,
Tough one.
sculpted in 1957-1958, his reclining figure with typical holes is ensconced at UNESCO headquarters in Paris. Name the sculptor.
Matthew, Berrien Springs.
Picasso.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, 5 seconds. Right in. Austin, Lakeshore.
Michelangelo.
Incorrect. Henry Moore.
Yeah.
All right, you might want to get your pencils on this one.
Is it a math question?
It's not a math question, but it might be helpful to write these down.
How many points?
15 points. Write these names down. Alexander the Great,
Alexander the Great,
Aristotle,
Aristotle,
Plato,
Plato,
Socrates.
Socrates.
We have an echo. Oh.
Okay.
Now, tell me who taught whom.
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Socrates taught Aristotle, Aristotle taught Plato, and Plato taught Alexander the Great.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, 5 seconds.
Socrates taught Plato, who taught Aristotle, who taught Alexander.
Yeah.
For 10 points, in what country did opera originate?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Italy.
That's correct, for 10 points. For 20 points, the earliest known instrumental music was written in what civilization?
Austin, Lakeshore.
Greek.
That's correct, for 20 points.
Good.
For 10 points, adamant originally was synonymous with diamond, the hardest gem. What has it come to mean today?
Callie from Berrien Springs.
Unrelenting.
I'll let you make a call on that one.
We're going to give that one to you.
Okay.
It's immovable. Unrelenting.
Yep. For 10 points?
10 points.
Okay.
For 5 points, how do you spell synonymous?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Synonymous.
That's correct.
5 points.
A math question for 15 points. Find the solution set of the inequality 3 less than 4x plus y less than 15.
And I'll have him say it one more time.
Find the solution set of the inequality 3 less than 4x plus y less than 15. Ew. It's minus 1 less than x less than 2.
I knew that.
Yeah. I knew it. Only
I had it. I don't know
written
about you
down
guys.
right here. For 20 points, there is only one rule of etiquette relative to who gives the bridal shower. What is it?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
The bride's parents pay for the wedding.
Incorrect, but very correct. Having had 2 daughters, very correct.
Yeah. But not the answer you're looking for.
we're looking for.
Yeah.
Lakeshore? It's no family members should give a shower because a gift is obligatory.
Oh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that
That's
either.
a silly question.
It's all dumb.
Math question for 5 points.
So this might be an easy one.
Multiply 8 yards 2 feet by 5 and reduce your answer to lowest terms.
One more time.
Multiply 8 yards
Go ahead and finish it since I asked you to.
2 feet by 5 and reduce your answer to lowest terms.
Brady, Berrien Springs.
10 yards and 10 feet.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, anybody want to try it?
Can you repeat the question?
He did it twice already.
So that's a no to the third time. Okay.
Well,
Oh, they
Austin
got-
came in right in from
Right.
Lakeshore.
Is it 43 feet?
Close. 43 yards, 1 foot.
1 foot, yeah. All right.
For 15 points. As bicycle builders know, this is the most rigid shape in the world. Can you name it?
Matthew, Berrien Springs.
Triangle.
That's correct for 15 points. For 10 points.
But under 2 minutes left, guys. I'm sorry.
For 10 points, there are 500 sheets in a ream of paper. How many slices are there in a rasher of bacon?
I just had bacon the other night. Joseph, Berrien Springs.
16.
Incorrect.
Ryan from Lakeshore.
20.
Incorrect. Just one. One piece of bacon is a rasher.
Wow.
For 10, see how many rashers you had for breakfast? For 10 points,
I had lots.
when Jesus made his triumphal entry into Jerusalem, there were shouts of what word?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Hosanna.
That is correct for 10 points. For 10 points, what day did Mark Twain describe as the day upon which we are reminded of what we are on the other 364?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Thanksgiving.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, 5 seconds. Zane from Lakeshore.
New Year's.
Incorrect. April Fool's Day.
April Fool's Day.
Mark Twain.
Well, Bill, that's the end of the first half of today's academic challenge. We'll be back with the score in the 60-second round after this on WSJM, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest.
Too fast. Jump it.
I know, what is too fast?
I was gonna say circle and that's
Yeah, I know. I knew triangle was too fast. But I was like, what does that have to do with bicycles?
That-
Circle, and then you have like a triangle.
Hey,
inside.
Max and Ryan.
We got nation.
Second round in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the academic challenge on WSJM. At the end of the first half, the score is Lakeshore 20, Berrien Springs 85. Now on to the 60-second round. Teams, you have 3 categories to choose from. We'll put 60 seconds on the timer, and if you can answer as many of those 10 questions as you can in 60 seconds, because each one is worth 10 points. And we'll give you 20 extra bonus points if you answer all 10 within the 60 seconds. Please, you're encouraged to consult with one another at this point, but the answers need to come from the team captain. After that minute is up, the opposing team will have a chance to answer any questions the first team could not answer. So Lakeshore, you're trailing at the moment, so you get first choice of these 3 categories, which are nation, animal, and fathers and sons. And Austin, what do you guys choose?
Animal, please.
Animal it is. Bill, is there a setup on this one?
No, there is no setup.
So we will put 60 seconds on the timer. That 60 seconds will begin as soon as Bill finishes reading that first question. Here we go.
What animal has a Spanish name that literally means little armored thing?
Armadillo.
Correct. A black panther is really the black version of what cat?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Incorrect. What tiny herrings were first caught near the island of Sardinia?
Sardines.
Correct. What's the best way to pick up a rabbit?
Its ears.
Incorrect. What do gorillas do when they are agitated?
Pound the ground.
Incorrect. Its name means badger dog in German.
Dachshund.
Correct. What is the smallest flightless bird?
Kiwi.
Correct. What Australian animal's name literally means I don't know?
Kangaroo.
Correct. What is the main meat supply of China?
Panda.
Incorrect. What has been called a horse put together by a committee? There are 2 types of this animal.
Horse put together by committee. I'll just go with donkey.
Donkey.
Incorrect.
All right. Well, our timer just went off too.
5.
So we got 5
5.
correct. So 50 points for Lakeshore.
Interesting.
So Berrien Springs, let's move over to you. Callie, you are the team captain. We'll put 60 seconds back on that timer. And here we go. All right, listen up. Listen up. Here we go. Here we go. 60 seconds.
60
Here we go.
seconds.
Go ahead.
A black panther is really the black version of what cat?
A lion? It's a lion.
Leopard.
I'm sorry?
Leopard.
That's correct. What's the best way to pick up a rabbit?
By its feet.
Incorrect. By the nape of the neck. What do gorillas do when they are agitated?
Pound their chest.
That's correct. What is the main meat supply of China?
Human. Oh, wait, that's North Korea. Sorry.
Pork.
That's North Korea.
That's correct. Pigs.
Pigs. Yep.
It's what has been called a horse put together by a committee. There are 2 types of this animal.
Zebra.
Incorrect. It's a camel.
So they got 3 correct. All right, so 30 points. So.
Camel.
All right, we'll turn the tables.
1 for 2.
Berrien Springs, you get choice of the remaining 2 categories, which are nation and fathers and sons. Callie?
You're choosing nation.
Nation it is. Bill, is there a setup on this one?
No, there is not.
We'll put 60 seconds on that timer. The 60 seconds will begin as soon as Bill finishes reading that first question.
Sumatra, Java, and Borneo are part of which country?
Indonesia.
Correct. What principality gets its revenues from casinos instead of taxes?
Monaco.
Monaco.
Correct. What nation forms a 2,000-mile archipelago along the east coast of Asia?
Philippines.
Incorrect. Geneva is a Swiss city, but it's almost completely surrounded by what other nation?
France.
France.
Correct. What country's citizens are called Kiwis?
Australia. No, it's New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Correct. What country was called New Holland, Botany Bay, and New South Wales until 1820?
Yes.
Australia? It's Australia, I think.
South Africa.
Incorrect. What country is home to Olympic Airways?
Greece.
Greece.
Correct. What small European country has both a French and Spanish co-prince?
Andorra.
Andorra.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
What West African country has a capital called Nouakchott?
Mauritania.
Mauritania.
Correct. What country?
No, that we didn't get started when the bell rang. So we got 7.
1, 2, 3,
4, 5, 6, 7. It is 7. So that means Lakeshore, we got 3. 3 remaining questions. We'll put 60 seconds. We'll give you the full 60 seconds if you need it. Austin, your team ready?
Yes.
Here we go. That'll begin when he finishes reading that first question.
What nation forms a 2,000-mile archipelago along the east coast of Asia?
Japan.
Correct. What country was called New Holland, Botany Bay, and New South Wales until 1820?
Is that Scotland?
I think it's in that area because that's where Wales is.
Let's go Scotland.
Scotland.
Incorrect. Australia.
Last one.
What country forms most of Hungary's northern border?
Germany.
Okay.
Incorrect.
Slovakia. So they got 1.
They got 1.
All right. So that will do it. That ends our 60-second round. We'll check the scores, conclude the games next here on WSJM, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest.
I can barely pronounce that name.
If you know it, don't hesitate.
I reached in too. I started. I got it.
You guys do it
Yeah.
Alternate words.
Reading
From High School. Oh, no, we gotta do that. Greetings from Berrien Springs High School. Second semester is well underway, and we are looking forward to the end of it. I think that'll be interesting right now.
Do
You
it
gotta,
as a
you
minion.
gotta make my edits, at least.
Do it as a minion.
What was it?
Do it as a minion.
You're going to read.
Yes, I'm going to read.
Austin,
know.
you're going to read?
Oh.
Thanks.
I have waited all year for this.
I'll start with you. Okay. Are we ready? All right, let's begin the second half of the academic challenge in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to the Academic Challenge on WSJM. The score at the end of the 62nd round, Lakeshore at 80 to Berrien Springs 185. Now time to find out what's happening at each of our participating schools. Over to Berrien Springs. Joseph, tell us all the great things going on.
Greetings from Berrien Springs High
I
School.
love that attitude.
Second semester is well underway. We're looking forward to the end of the 9 weeks. We would like to congratulate Garrett Cleveland, Romero Williams, and our very own Tyreek Moore for qualifying for the state individual wrestling tournament, which will be held this Thursday and Friday at the Palace in Auburn Hills. Good luck, boys. Congratulations to our girls basketball team on their win last night in their first round of district play. They will face Lakeshore tomorrow night. We would also like to congratulate Competitive Cheer on their first ever regional competition appearance. Our Quiz Bowl team competed at the History Bowl B at St. Joseph Catholic School in South Bend on February 6th, and our very own Brady West took first place in individual competition in the B portion of the event. We are looking forward to our Shamrock Quiz Bowl Invitational Tournament tomorrow on March 2nd. Looking forward to it. The Academic Challenge team will be hosting the first ever Shamrock's Got Talent show on Wednesday, March 16th at 5 o'clock p.m. in our high school gym. I do believe that Joseph Johnson will be making an appearance on that, but the word hasn't come down yet. Before we close today, we'd like to thank Lake Michigan College, Berrien Springs,
You're so welcome, Joseph.
Public Schools, Lakeshore Public Schools, and the Cook Nuclear Plant, and don't forget WSJM-FM 94.9 for sponsoring the event.
Well, Bill, we're out of time for
Very
the
nice. Hey, I thought for sure they announced that their little exhibition match that
Isn't that like cheating?
Joe
for
and
them
the
to get
teacher
through the
lost to
second
the other members, but that's all right.
All right, let's move over to Lakeshore at Austin. I would not expect you to be quite that animated, but what's going on at
half. My
Lakeshore?
back's to a camera, doesn't matter.
I believe in you. I'm
Go
dyslexic,
ahead.
I can do this.
Hello, Mother. There's my animation for tonight. Greetings from Lakeshore. Congrats to the choir who received excellent reviews at our festival last week. Well done to Miss Rohr and the choir students. Our basketball games against Portage Northern have been rescheduled again for Thursday night. Please come support the Lancers. Our variety show will be March 18th to 19th. Please make sure to mark your calendars to come see some very talented students. And I believe we have robotics either this week or next week, Friday, at St. Joe. Good luck to them.
Fantastic.
Good job.
Austin, do we have any substitutions coming in for you?
We do. We have Justin and Karen.
Justin and Karen. Justin, tell us a little bit about yourself. What grade you in and your shoe size?
I'm Justin. I'm a freshman, and I wear size 14 shoes.
That was the reason. There was a Bill. There was a reason I asked. I mean, listen to the voice. How tall are you,
13.
Justin?
I am almost 6'8".
It's almost 6'8". Yeah, he has to.
He's got a Flash T-shirt. So
Yeah.
I mean, you can't beat it.
His size 14 shoes.
And welcome back, Karen. Tell us something interesting about you and what grade you're in.
I'm a freshman, and I'm in choir. Is that interesting?
That's interesting.
Okay.
I like it. Well, welcome
Anybody
to
that can sing, I love you.
welcome to the academic challenge. Bill, are you ready for the second half?
Oh, yes, we are.
Yeah, I think we are too. Teams, are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
I think this weather's getting to them. So.
I am too. This is a long question, but I like
Getting
it.
seasonal.
Okay, we got.
So I'm going to read it.
We got. Let's begin the second half. The first question, like Bill said, is half a page.
It's a long question.
It is a very long question. Listen
But
close. And here we go with the second half of the academic challenge.
For 15 points,
Okay.
as emperor, he frequently repeated, "Let them hate so long as they fear." He reigned during an awesome 4 years of tyranny. Innocent.
Brady from Berrien Springs.
Caligula.
Oh, you did. You answered
Did he
it
get
right.
that?
And
Look
there
at
was
that.
so much left in this question. So much.
Did you want to read the rest?
No,
just
I
for,
don't want to.
Okay, we're almost out of time
I
because
know,
of Joseph's introduction.
I was a Roman historian.
All right.
For 10 points, according to tradition, what was the Borgia's favorite weapon in killing someone?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
His bare hands.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, I'll give you 5 seconds. We have Justin from Lakeshore.
A spear.
Incorrect. Poison.
Did you know that?
For 20 points, what is 25,000 miles per hour on Earth and 5,300 miles per hour on the moon?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Speed of light.
Incorrect.
Good guess. Austin, Lakeshore.
Escape velocity?
That is correct for 20 points. I thought somebody would say the Roadrunner, but for 10 points. The phrase "founding fathers" was coined nearly 150 years after the American Revolution by which of our presidents?
Austin, Lakeshore.
Abraham Lincoln.
Incorrect.
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Woodrow Wilson.
Warren G. Harding.
No.
For 5 points.
3 off.
What is considered the #1 rock music magazine in the world?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
The Rolling Stones.
That is correct for 5 points.
5 it is.
For 15 points, the sieve of Eratosthenes, devised by a contemporary of Archimedes, who was educated at Alexandria, is used to find what?
Matthew, Berrien Springs.
Incorrect. Prime numbers. For 20 points. What work opens with these lines? To write the life of him who excelled all mankind in writing the lives of others, and whom, whether we consider his extraordinary endowments or his various works, has been equaled by few in any age, is an arduous, and may be reckoned in me a presumptuous task.
Oh my gosh.
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Hamlet.
Is that
Sounds like it, but no.
Austin, Lakeshore.
The Bard of Avon.
No, Boswell's The Life of Johnson.
All right. We all knew that.
Life of Joseph
Where?
James.
It's the only reason I read that question. For 5 points. The system of government in which power derives exclusively from one person whose position is determined by heredity is known as what?
Callie, Berrien Springs.
Monarchy.
That is correct for 5 points. For 10 points, Mark Twain wrote The Mysterious Stranger. Who wrote The Mysterious Island?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
Jonathan Swift.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, 5 seconds. I know this one.
What is it?
Oh, you guys have
Jules Verne.
Jules Verne.
Yeah.
Vern Swift or Steve.
For 20 points, what is it called when the official rate at which one currency is exchanged for another drops?
Callie, Berrien Springs.
Exchange rate fall.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, 5 seconds. Zane, Lakeshore.
It's called plummet.
Incorrect. You guys don't listen to Donald Trump. Devaluation. Chinese do it all the time.
Anybody
Isn't
really
Trump a
listen
good
to him?
idea?
No, never.
There we go.
Personal opinion there.
On public radio.
For 5 points, I'm glad you don't listen to that, clown. For 5 points, what is usually the highest female voice in a choir?
Karen, Lakeshore.
Soprano.
That is correct for 5 points.
Do you sing soprano, Karen?
Yes.
I would have never guessed.
For 10 points, what United States city has the highest density of people?
Brady, Berrien Springs.
New York.
That is correct for 10 points. For 5 points, experts say what Easter custom destroys the eggs, natural defenses against spoilage, and makes them ideal places for bacteria?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Painting the eggs.
Yes, dyeing them. That's good.
4 or 5.
5 points. For 15 points, according to T.S. Eliot, which is the cruelest month?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
February.
Incorrect.
Karen, Lakeshore.
September.
Incorrect. It's April, because April can be snowy or it can be sunny.
Mm-hmm.
For 5 points. Around here, it's just always snowy. Complete this 1960s slogan. If they gave a war, blank. Or what if they gave a war, blank.
What if they gave a war?
What if they gave a war?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Then give them one.
Incorrect.
Lakeshore, I'll give you 5 seconds then. Anybody want to try?
And nobody came.
Well, I don't
Exactly.
About 2 minutes left.
I like this question. For 20 points.
Here we go.
While serving as a guest lecturer at Stanford University, former President Benjamin Harrison inadvertently slipped into a college baseball game without paying the 25-cent admission. Unwilling to grant a freebie even to so distinguished a fan, the 19-year-old cashier caught up with Harrison and politely asked him to pay up. He did. The question is, who was the student? He himself later became President of the United States.
Brady, Berrien Springs.
William Howard Taft.
Incorrect.
Too big to fit in the booth.
5 seconds, Lakeshore. Anybody want to try it?
No presents from Stanford.
And don't give the answer quite yet if they don't get it, Bill. We have one of the coaches who knows. Who'd you say?
Incorrect.
No, it is
Herbert Hoover.
Herbert Hoover. About a minute left.
For 5 points, in the Flintstones house, a baby woolly mammoth was used as what household appliance?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
The shower head.
Incorrect.
No. Lakeshore, 5 seconds. Justin, Lakeshore.
Wasn't it used for the sink?
Nope.
Incorrect. It was the vacuum cleaner.
Boy, that one sucked.
For 10 points. For 10 points, translate the following stilted sentence into a common proverb. One should not judicially be critical of its contents of a collection of sheets of parchment inscribed.
Austin, Lakeshore.
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Absolutely correct for 10 points.
For 10 points.
15 points.
One more, yep.
A kudu is a large, great brown African antelope. What do we mean by kudos?
Joseph, Berrien Springs.
Good job. Congratulations. One of those two.
Yeah, that's good.
And that was
Credit
for
or praise. Yep.
15
Kudos
points.
to you for answering
15 points.
Bill, that does it.
That was awesome.
That's the end of today's academic
I
challenge
know.
match. Yep, we'll
just coming
tabulate
up
the
to-
scores and announce the winners after this on WSJM, the news and talk of Michigan's Great Southwest. Three, 2, 1. We're back on WSJM's Academic Challenge to announce today's winner and thank our sponsors. And the winners, by a score of 115 to 245, the team of Berrien Springs. Congratulations to both teams. Yeah, nice job. Thank you all for joining us on WSJM's Academic Challenge, brought to you by Lakeshore Public Schools, Lake Michigan College, Berrien Springs Public Schools, and the Cook Nuclear Plant. Join us again next week at this same time, Bill, because you know what we have? We have the finals.
The finals.
Yeah, next week.
Finals.
And they will go head-to-head on Academic Challenge.